A Parable from Liebig by Charles Kingsley, 1819 to 1875. The church bells were ringing, the devil sat singing on the stump of a rotting old tree. O faith, it grows cold, and the creeds, they grow old, and the world is nigh ready for me. The bells went on ringing, a spirit came singing, and smiled as he crumbled the tree. Yon wood does but perish, new seedlings to cherish, and the world is too live yet for thee. Okay, so this poem is by Charles Kingsley. Let's see, he was a Church of England priest, he was a professor, a historian, a novelist, a poet, I think a social reformer as well. Now, what's this poem about? Well, the first thing, I'm looking at this title, and Liebig, to me, Liebig is or was a scientist, a chemist. The father of the fertilizer industry. He was a very famous chemist, and he is a peer of Charles Kingsley as well. And maybe this is talking about the development of society. But let's see. The church bells were ringing, the devil sat singing on the stump of a rotting old tree. So the devil is sitting on the stump of a tree and he's singing, yeah, everything's ready for me. Oh faith, it grows cold, and the creeds, they grow old, and the world is nigh ready for me. So the devil's singing because he says the world is nigh, is ready for him. Yeah, faith, it grows cold. People are losing faith, and the creeds, the prayers, the things that people say, they are growing old. The beliefs are growing old, and it's now the time for the devil. Yeah, that the old world is being destroyed, that the old world cannot survive, and now is the time for the devil. And maybe this is where Liebig comes in, and his scientific discoveries mean that the world is still going to be able to survive, because the next verse is completely the opposite. The bells went on ringing, a spirit came singing, and smiled as he crumbled the tree. So the bells continued ringing, and this time we have a different spirit. A spirit came singing. So maybe this is the spirit of science. And smiled as he crumbled the tree. So this rotten tree that the devil was sitting on, the spirit breaks it up, and the spirit says, yon wood does but perish, new seedlings to cherish, and the world is too live yet for thee. So the wood of this tree is being crumbled and broken, so the old society is disappearing, it's dying, it's perishing. But now it's going to grow and look after new seeds, and new seeds are going to rise from this, like the phoenix from the ashes, or the new world growing from what is left of the old. And the world now is too alive and too young and too strong, the new world, for the devil to take over. And I think maybe this is the idea that Liebig, or science, is what is going to save the faith of the world. Yeah, so the devil was sitting on an old tree, the old world, and the stump of the old world was rotting, and the devil is rubbing his hands and he's singing, saying, yes, yes, it's now time for me. But then the spirit of science appears and it breaks up the tree and it says, but this tree's perfect for new seedlings. Yeah, science is going to take us out of this, and the world is far too alive for this, and there are far too many new things, and no, it's not time for the devil at all. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. A Parable from Liebig by Kingsley.